very good evening and a warm welcome to the midweek edition of the State of Business. I'm Nishani Piguera. Let's first take a look at tonight's headlines. President says people expect media to execute its duties and responsibilities with honesty. And Sri Lanka's computer literacy rate improves. An international conference on media development to mark the Right to Information Day began in Colombo today. President Maithripala Sirisena was the chief guest at the event. The two-day international conference was organized by the Department of Government Information and Ministry of Parliamentary Reforms and Mass Media.
අපි හැම කෙනෙක්ම අපේ හෘද සාක්ෂියෙන් අහන්න ඕන අපි කතා කරන නිදහස් මාධ්‍යයට කොතෙක් දුරට ඉඩ දී තිබෙනවාද කියන කාරණා. ඒ නිසා නිදහස් මාධ්‍ය භාවිතය සඳහා ඉඩ කඩ දීම දේශපාලඥයාගේ වගකීම වගේම රාජ්‍ය නිලධාරියා විසින් නියාමනය කිරීමේ වගකීම වගේම රාජ්‍ය හා රාජ්‍ය නොවන මාධ්‍ය සියල්ලම සිය වගකීම සහ යුතුයකම නිදෙස් අවංකභාවයෙන් ඉටු කිරීම රටක ජනතාව විසින් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. රජයක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
A large number of media practitioners and other stakeholders attended the seminar.
අපි දරන සෑම තනතුරකම අප විසින් තේරුම් ගත යුතුයි අපේ තනතුරට අයත් කාර්යභාරයන් මොනවාද කියන එක. අපේ තනතුරට අයත් වගකීම් සහ යුතුයකම් මොනවාද කියන කාරණාව. බොහෝ වෙලාවට අපේ සමාජයේ අපි දකින දෙයක් තමයි බොහෝ අංශවලින් කෙරෙන කටයුතු වලදී බොහෝ තනතුරු දරන අය තමාට අයිති කාර්යයන් නොවේයි කරන්නේ අයිති නොවන කාර්යයන්. තමාට හිමි තමා විසින් කළ යුතු කාර්යයන් පසෙකලා තමා විසින් නොකළ යුතු කාර්යයන් ඉටු කරනවා.
Central Bank Governor Indrajit Kumaraswamy says Sri Lanka's growth would be 5% or little bit more than that in 2016. Addressing the media, he said a combination of positive developments are expected to contribute to a rebound of growth in the second half of the year.
Already you're seeing a pickup in the PMI and the business confidence also seems to be improving. But most of all, the kind of tailwind for growth in the second half will be very positive base effects stemming from the very low growth in the fourth quarter of last year, which should mean that hopefully we will get a decent growth number for the fourth quarter. So if you take all that together, I think our expectation is that growth will be about 5% or a little bit more than that.
The central bank said gross official reserves were estimated to have improved to $6.6 billion by end August 2016, with the Sri Lankan rupee recording a marginal depreciation. The growth of credit granted to the private sector by commercial banks was at 28.5% year-on-year in July 2016, compared to 28.2% in the previous month. Meanwhile, the Monetary Board has decided to keep policy interest rates unchanged. Market interest rates, which increased in response to monetary tightening measures of the central bank, are expected to slow down credit expansion in the months ahead.
We expect it to start slowing down. From, in the last quarter of this year, the expectation is that by the end of the year, it will slow down to about 20%, I think. It will start tapering down. Because remember, the transmission mechanism in Sri Lanka works in such a way that changes in interest rates and other monetary instruments takes about 12 to 18 months to pass through. So it takes time for it to really pass through the system.
The Department of Census and Statistics says computer literacy in Sri Lanka has increased from 16.1% in 2006 to 27.1% in 2015. The urban sector shows the highest computer literacy rate at 39.2% among residential sectors, while the computer literacy of rural and estate sectors are 25.5% and 9% respectively. According to the findings of the survey, computer literacy among the male population is 29.1% and 25.3% among the female population. Compared to all age groups, ages between 15 to 19 years reported the highest computer literacy rate of 58.7%. Among educational levels, the highest computer literacy rate of 70% is reported among the GCE advanced level group or above. The survey results further reveal that computer literacy is very high at 69.5% among those literate in English language. The availability of computers in the estate sector is 4.5%. The highest computer availability of 38.5% is reported from the Western Province, while the lowest availability of 12.5% is reported from the Uva province. Time for a short break. We'll be back with more news. To stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching The State of Business. Government Medical Officers Association says they will present a series of proposals to the government in order to improve the education of the country.
We are planning to give our thoughts, propose our thoughts to our president so that the government can utilize these thoughts to improve the education system as well. Because what we are always doing is constructive criticism. As you are all aware, during the past several months, on various subjects we have vented our opinion, and this is always in a very constructive way because we want our country to prosper and we want our citizens to enjoy free education, free quality education and high quality free healthcare service.
1990 Suasari ambulance service was launched in Colombo today. The service is already available in the districts of Hambantota, Mathara, Galle, Kalutara and Gampaha. This service has been launched in Sri Lanka through a grant of $7.85 million by India. Speaking here, Deputy Minister Harsha De Silva said, so far this service has provided pre-medical care to 1,193 incidents. He said most of the responses were for road accidents. On the other side of this break is a stock watch. Do stay with us. Welcome back to the show. A look at how the market performed today. The ASPI closed in the green due to price gains in counters such as Commercial Bank, John Keells Holdings and Valuebell One. Analysts said similar behavior was witnessed in the S&P SL20. Turnover crossed the 1 billion rupee mark today. High net worth and institutional investor participation was witnessed in distilleries, Lion Brewery, Asari Hospital Holdings and Tokyo Cement Company non-voting. Mixed interest was observed in Axis Engineering, whilst retail interest was noticed in Swisstek, First Capital and Bairaha Farms. Meanwhile, foreigners remained active, closing as net buyers, mainly due to foreign purchasing in Asari Hospitals Holdings. Now it's time to take a look at the day's forex rates. And with that, we wind up the show for tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you for watching. Have a pleasant evening.